You are listening to X-Ray FM. This is Take It to the Bridge. My name is Theo Craig. Really proud to invite and have in the studio Dolphin Midwives, who have a brand new album, Liminal Garden, coming out on Friday the 18th on Beacon Sound and Sounds Etal. They're going to be supporting that album with a live performance Thursday the 17th at Mississippi Studios, along with Gamelin YU. We're just going to kick things off with a couple of songs, talk, and then play a couple more for you for the next about half hour. Dolphin Midwives, take it away.
I
Wow. Oh my. You are listening to X-Ray FM, and we are being treated to a very special performance from Sage Elaine Fisher, the composer and sound artist who is also known by Dolphin Midwives. This is a Dolphin Midwives performance. That was incredible. Thank you so much for coming down here and playing these songs for us.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it is literally a pleasure. I oh man, I've the chills a little bit here, so please excuse me. It, yeah, we are not often given the opportunity to have someone come down and make music like this. What are you using right now? Just for the listeners at home, you're kind of missing out on a good portion of this performance because there's also a lot that goes on. Sage is out here alone performing on a variety of tools and instruments to make the sounds that you are hearing in your ears right now. You can catch her playing this coming Thursday at Mississippi Studios in celebration of the brand new album that'll be coming out next week called Liminal Garden. But what are you using here? And for the folks at home, what might they be missing out on?
Well, I don't know if I would say missing out. Maybe I should.
I mean, from my perspective, like there's definitely really a lot of performance going on between these knobs and there's a harp sitting here between us. I guess that's the elephant in the room.
The elephant in the room is the harp. That's true. Okay, so I'm kind of oscillating between playing the harp. I have a Dusty Strings 36 string lever harp here, which has a pickup system in it, and it's going through a bunch of electronic pedals. I have a lot of loopers happening, and I have a delay, so it sounds like I have infinity harps.
Yeah,
that's the idea. I also have a reverb pedal and an octave pedal, and well, you'll see some of these things appear later on in the performance, but mostly I'm just looping a lot of layers of harp and or vocals. So I'm kind of jumping up and down between playing the harp and operating the pedals with my feet. I have to do them with one toe because the buttons are really small.
Oh yeah, you could easily stomp on multiple things at once.
Sometimes I have to turn the knobs with my toes. That gets really tricky if I'm nervous. I kind of I'm too shaky to do that. Also, so I sometimes get down on the floor and operate the pedals with my hands like a kind of like a big synthesizer conglomerate. And then I also sing and try to do that at the same time. So it gets kind of puzzly sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is a little bit like acrobatic, and then also mixed with mesmerizing. Watching you pick your way through infinity harps is pretty mesmerizing, to say the least.
Thank you.
That said, how do you keep it all straight? When you have infinity harps going, it seems like it could easily become out of control.
It does get out of control. Most of the time, it is a little bit out of control. I most of the time know what I intend to do, and it often comes out slightly or drastically different than that. There are two answers to this question. One answer is I know exactly what I'm doing, and I just do the plan. And sometimes the harps sound all tangled, but I just kind of feel my way into it, and it just fits in. The other answer to the question is I'm always making mistakes because the intention is to leave space for mistakes and for kind of organic sounds and artifacts to come through. I really like, it's hard to make mistakes intentionally, especially mistakes that sound good, but I like it when that happens, and I try to capture some of that with the looping, and you just can't plan for some of the stuff that happens, and most of the time it's a beautiful accident. Sometimes it's a terrible mess, but with the harp, it's really hard to make it sound that bad. So
it does sound wonderful.
does that kind of answer the question?
Yeah, that answers it. You're a very talented musician, and you also allow for a little bit of chaos to make each performance unique. And
I invite chaos.
invite chaos.
I invite chaos.
I mean, there is magic in the chaos. Speaking of magic in the chaos, what were the names of the songs? The first one there, I believe, is the new single.
It's the new single dropped today. It's called Grass Grow. That was the vocal piece that I did first. The single has my track from Liminal Garden on it, and then also a remix that Patricia Wolf made, which is really amazing.
I can't wait to hear that.
It's dancey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Are you doing more collaborations of this sort with singles from the album, or?
We did one with the song Mirror, which is another vocal piece with Pie Corner Audio, which is kind of a dark, trancey kind of jam. Yeah, and also it's not released yet, and the plans are still in the work, but there's an amazing mix that Omari Jazz made. I don't know if you know him, but he's a really amazing producer, and I am really into it. I don't know. No one's heard it officially. No one's heard it. It's not real. It doesn't exist, but it's amazing.
Oh well, I'm hoping that we get to hear that. We played some Omari Jazz on the station on this show, in fact, and I like his work. Seen him playing out live. So Dolphin Midwives is a performance project of yours, but you also create interactive art outside of this project, including acoustic sculptures, choral pieces, and soundtracks. How do you differentiate what you're doing here versus these other projects, or do you?
They all inform each other, I think. One of my kind of biggest goals with making any of the art that I make is structurally creating something that is kind of a fractal of itself. So having the smallest aspect of it mirror the large overarching structure of it, and have those all be kind of tied to the intention of the project. So when I'm making work to perform solo in Dolphin Midwives, it's usually a little bit more personal. It's not necessarily something... that's a really hard question. Okay. I don't know. Well, when I'm making an installation, each piece is its own thing. I can't say. The last installation that I did was at Veriform Gallery in December, and we had four women kneeling around a mirror with our legs chained together. And I made this sound collage that was all sounds of ice breaking and glass breaking and all these different types of breaking sounds. And then we did a little ritual performance that repeated every 15 minutes where we got up from looking in the mirror and we walked to the edge of the room and broke a plate and said a poem. And I don't know. It was a specific ritual, I guess. Right. Whereas each piece, I don't know. They're different. I can't say. That's a good question. I should think about that and then not try to talk.
Well, I mean, it does sound like you create very different things in the musical project, the performance project of Dolphin Midwives, which at this point is built around these very ethereal but also kind of chaotic structures that then you create other more ritual-based and other types of events that include other people beyond yourself, beyond the harp, beyond this collection of electronics that allows you to sculpt the sound, but using a lot of the same tools. Maybe that's what I was kind of picking out of there.
Okay, great. I'm glad you got something out of it because I feel crazy right now.
Well, what's not crazy right now is that you're a week out from your new album coming out, and that album's called Liminal Garden. It is a collection of pieces involving voice, harp, and manipulation of those things. Really, really beautiful stuff. You have a live show on Thursday at Mississippi Studios with Gamelan YU, which is a 26-piece percussion ensemble. Is that right?
I think they're around 20-piece as of right now. Their members fluctuate, but it's a percussion ensemble. They're all playing pitched gongs or bells. It's a traditional type of ensemble from Indonesia. This is a Balinese style, and they traditionally do kind of processional, so they'll do like marching, like multiphonic bell percussion craziness. It's so amazing. It's my favorite.
Oh, I am looking forward to checking that out. I have been for a little while. Our good friend and X-Ray host JBJ of Hello Cruel World, John Barrington Jones, is going to be performing the gong as part of the ensemble.
Uh-huh.
And I know he's really excited about it, and I'm excited about checking it out, seeing what JBJ brings to the gong and what the gong brings to the Mississippi Studios. That'll be on Thursday.
So good.
Are you going to be performing along with them?
That's to come in the future, but not for this show.
Okay, so there will be about 20-piece Balinese percussion, tuned percussion ensemble performing, and Dolphin Midwives. So for about 21 performers in all this Thursday night at Mississippi Studios, celebrating the release of Dolphin Midwives' new album, Liminal Garden, out on Beacon Sound and Sounds Atoll. That's the same Beacon Sound that we know from right down the street here, right?
Yep. Andrew Neerman.
Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing this into the world.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. Really quickly, what did we hear? That last song on harp was called
Jungle Spell.
And we got two more coming up here. What are they?
The next piece is called Laprynth I.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love Laprynth I. You'd suggest I play that before.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. It's going to get a little bit crazy with that one. And then a brand new piece that I only wrote a few months ago that I really love called Hummingbird. Yeah, that piece is for voice and electronics, and it's really about disappearing, and also about when institutions or kind of social constructs or people in positions of power try to hold something that is alive still or keep it trapped, what happens?
I can think of many examples of that that are currently very relevant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will let the music and you speak for yourself here and let you take it back away with, we're going to kick it off with Laprynth I. You
Perfect.
are listening to X-Ray FM. We are joined by Dolphin Midwives of a brand new album, Liminal Garden, which will be dropping next Friday everywhere out via Beacon Sound and Sounds Atoll. They'll be performing live Thursday at Mississippi Studios along with Gamelan YU. You can find more information about the band and their whereabouts, what's going on, at dolphinmidwives.us, and you can find the new single. I keep on saying signal. Grass Grows.
Yes, Grass Grows.
I was going to check my notes on that. Grass Grows out today everywhere that you find music. All right, take it away. You're listening to X-Ray FM.
Thanks.
You are listening to Take the Bridge on X-Ray FM. That was a live session with Dolphin Midwives. Thank you, Sage, so much for coming in and performing for us and talking with us here on X-Ray. That was a real pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, that was great. Well, you can catch Dolphin Midwives this Thursday performing at Mississippi Studios with Gamelan YU, and find the new album out next Friday. It's going to be everywhere. The album is titled Liminal Garden, and it is available via Beacon Sound, Sounds Etal. It'll probably be anywhere that you go to find music. You can find a brand new single out today from the album, along with a remix by Patricia Wolf. The song is Grass Grows. The band is Dolphin Midwives. The project is Dolphin Midwives. And my name's Theo Craig. You're listening to X-Ray FM at KXRY Portland and KQACHD3 Portland at 107.1 and 91.1 FM, streaming online everywhere at xray.fm. Thank you all for tuning in, and thanks to our engineer, Dave Friedlander, our producer, Ali Muhareb, our assistant, Brandon Cole, who's doing the video. If you want to see video of this performance, which I think is very worth your time. There's a whole nother level of performance, Dolphin Midwives, that you have to see. Not to believe, but it is worth checking out. You can follow us on YouTube, X-Ray FM, and subscribe there so you don't miss out on all of the live sessions and other goods that we share via that platform. All right, we're going to be cutting back to the music here, playing some recorded tracks, a newer release from one of my favorite African artists, Dear Dear Band. They have a new collection of songs, and this one is from it. It's called Ohai. X-Ray FM, radio's yours. Woo!
Are we quiet?